Okay, y'all, so the next video that I'm doing is on the evaluation and grading procedures. I'm sure there'll be other things that I'll talk about, but I just clicked on that in your Schoology account, and it's not going to take me too long to talk a little bit about this, but I do want y'all to understand that art's a little bit different than the other subjects in that I use a rubric to assess you guys, and you will be aware of what the rubric is. It will be shown actually on your grading sheet whenever I give y'all an assignment. It'll be on that particular assignment, and I'll go over that and make sure y'all are straight on what to do. Art, they say, is very subjective, but there is a method to what we do in here, and there are certain things that I do look for as an evaluator. So the main thing I want y'all to understand is that I know that some of you guys are not art people, but you do understand that there's certain criteria that you've got to do to get a job done. And I do take that into consideration when I grade you. And I do look at effort. I do understand, and I can see that if you're really trying on what you're doing in the details of what you have to accomplish in my class, as well as the research of what you are doing to complete a project. If something just looks slapped down or hurriedly done, that's really evident in your craftsmanship and other things that you have to do. So the main thing that in art or in any discipline that is arts-based or sports-based or anything that is considered an extra type course in an elective type setting, it is effort. It's that. And I think a lot of the things that you do, in your future job that you're going to have, your future career, and the relationships that you have, putting forth that effort, showing up, cranking it out, is so very important to what you've got to do in life. So I hope that this course will at least highlight that for you guys, and just help you later along in what you've got to do for your life, your career, your family, and all that you're going to be doing in the future. So we're going to talk a little bit about my grades. So as I said in the other video, you guys are going to have 2 major grades this 9 weeks. So if I see you in person the next 9 weeks, you're going to have at least 4 major grades. But for this one, we'll settle it down. So major grades this time, you're going to have major sketchbook assignments. You might have a written test, but majority of what y'all do is actually through drawing. It's going to be through projects. It's a project-based class. Next thing you are going to be graded on is your classwork grades. So classwork grades are going to be little research assignments. They might be practice sketchbook assignments. They may be steps of how you do something in a sketchbook. So, they may lead up to something big, like up to a bigger assignment that you guys are going to be doing. So I go through what is qualified as an A, B, C, D, and F in my class. I won't go through every single thing, but I do want to make sure that y'all understand what it means to make an A in the class. And I'll just read this to you guys. So an A is doing the assigned amount of work with thoughtful attention to content and technique. It will assure that grade. So it's work that is done and completed on time. A student has turned in work that is creative, well conceived, and visually interesting. It demonstrates an understanding of the conceptual and technical skills of an assignment. The resulting work is exceptional and pushed to a degree that needs little to no refinement. So you turn it in and it is crisp, it is clean, it is well thought out. I mean, there is definitely a whole lot of time, a whole lot of effort in that. And, with that, I think it helps too to communicate your thoughts, your ideas, what goes behind your project. So that would be clear in the actual what you have produced, as well as communication back and forth with me too. So B is above average work. That's work that is done, it's completed on time. A student has turned in work that is creative, it's well conceived, it fulfills the requirements, so you follow the directions of the assignment. However, the conceptual, so what went behind the actual project, the ideas of the artwork, it could have been pushed a little bit further. So what that means is the student may not have managed their time all that well, or they may not have thought through the process of the project like somebody would have done if they would have made an A, for instance. So there may have been minor technical flaws, things, you know, that they might have needed to correct before they turned in the actual assignment, before they finally turn the thing in. So a B, yes, it is good, but there are certain things just time-wise and thought that should have happened in that particular assignment. So a C is obviously is average work, is completed, and it mostly fulfills the requirements of the assignment. There could have been technical aspects that are a bit more severe and obvious than if you make a B. There could be some things that needed to be developed in that